Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to episode 3. It's not gonna be a long video. We're gonna speak about titanium. Pros and cons of titanium, the pie cut, the mandrel bends, how to use titanium, where we use titanium, what the internet likes with titanium. So every build that we do is always a little bit different. We try to give the customer a signature. We don't want every kit looking the same. As much as people admire one pack and say, hey, I want that, kind of try to turn it up a little bit because we don't want to be basic and put up the same kit every time and always sound like a broken record. Hey, we built this car with this. It's the same thing you said about that car, and that's not fun. Nobody likes boring stuff. You like boring stuff?
Nah.
You like boring stuff?
I never like boring stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Paul's car. You guys remember Paul? We did the clutch. We got down with Paul. Paul, we gotta go wild with Paul. Paul likes classy, but exotic. So a pie cut is very exotic. It's exotic because it takes a lot of damn time. A full 10 hours.
A great day.
So we have a 45-degree bend, a 45, and a 45. It makes 180 degree in total.
This is 40, like this is like actually like 60 degrees, this is 90, and then this is 45.
It makes 180.
Correct. Well,
Right?
it's actually a little bit more than 180. This is actually 100 and...
Nobody cares about the welding science
All
to
right.
it. We're just basic, right? Don't mind, I'm the basic one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 welds. We could have done this with 1, 2, 3, 4 welds. How long does a weld take you?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. So 6 times 14?
84.
84 minutes. Now here's the thing, he just doesn't keep going, right? With titanium, you gotta be careful. You overheat it, just like aluminum. We were talking about banjo assembly. So if you overheat them, you lose they become more brittle. So you gotta be fine with how they weld it. So he'll weld, what he'll do is, and we'll show him welding, he'll do 180 degree here, 180 degree here, 180 degree here, 180 degree, so he spaces it. Then he goes back and does so he'll do evens and then odds, right? And then he'll do one whole top, and then he flips it and does the other whole top, right? Now look at this dumb tube. All pie cut. That'll literally take him the rest of the day and some.
And then while I'm letting it cool, I make sure to go on the Sheepey Instagram page and check all of our updates. We're always putting fire content out there.
Is that what we do?
Oh, that's what we do.
Alright. So, as everybody saw probably Instagram posts on Go's stuff, Go had some extravagant stuff like this. And, you know, Paul was like, hey, is that my stuff? I says, no, that's not your stuff. But yours is gonna be cool. So I came in here this morning and I told Charlie, yo, gotta bounce it up a couple notches here, right? I don't know how many more notches we could go above this, because that's a lot of welding,
We
right?
seem to keep stepping the bar up because 6 months ago we were saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And we keep stepping it up.
How much higher can we go?
A lot more higher. Like a lot more higher.
It's limitless.
Yeah.
It's limitless.
There's a lot of different styles. Some people like pie cut, some people like mandrel bent. I personally like the mandrel bent, nice, clean, uniform look. On Go's, what he did was he treated it all, then went back and welded every seam. So it gives that nice blue, and then every weld seam is a gold look. Titanium, the right way to weld it, it has to have a gold afterlook. If you see blue in it or any of that, you know, you'll see a little bit every once in our stuff. If you see dramatic amounts of it, that's not necessarily cool. You're actually overheating the material. You want a nice gold finish, okay? So we'll do, but people also like the nice blue finish. So what we do is, he'll heat treat it and then weld it so you still get the blue and gold. We'll show you Go stuff here later. But what we're gonna do on this kit, we're gonna do a little bit different. As you can see, Charlie's already welded the 3-inch stuff and he's gonna heat treat it after. So it's gonna be nice, uniform, one color, kind of like Damon's exhaust. But Damon's is all mandrel, heat treated after it's welded. So we're gonna do, we did pie cut and then we're gonna weld it and then heat treat it. So it's a nice uniform look, but you still got that exotic pie cut look, but still classic uniform look. Not too much going on, you know?
The nice thing about working with titanium stuff, we're able to buy the pie cuts pre-made. Come individually packaged, all clean, everything's perfect, ready to weld. Literally, you just open it up and start packing it together and building away. So we use aluminum foil to crumble up in a ball, right? We're not barbecuing, unfortunately. We use it to plug the ends of the pipes, right? Do that. Here's another one. Put it on the end of the hose. Quick little purge plug. So now it's completely sealed. turn the argon on, and we feed it argon on the inside, and then as we weld it, so the reason why we fill it with argon and back purge it is, as we weld the outside, the inside welds just as nice. Prevents any oxygen or contaminants in the air to pollute the weld. So as you can see, it's very nice on the inside and clean. It's very nice on the outside and clean. If you don't, it'll be all popcorn and nasty. Back from the polishing department, looking a little shiny and nice. That way it matches the rest of the exhaust. We just got to put the manifolds back on, mark where the holes got to go for the recirculated into the exhaust, weld those up, and pulling it off and heat treat it here in a couple hours.
Like I was showing you guys on Paul's Performante, we did the pie cut finish, but what we did was weld it and then do the heat treat after. This is also a pie cut setup, but we did this a little different. What we did is we heat treated it first, then we welded it. So it's a lot more flashy. It's very, very loud. Go, which his name is Grayson, wants very flashy, while Paul wants flashy but classy. And in my personal opinion, I feel this, as you can see, you know, so it's all heat treated, so it's all blue beforehand, and then when Charlie goes in and welds it, the proper way to weld titanium, it's gonna have a gold finish. Now here and there you'll have some blue spots, a little bit more heat, but nothing dramatic to worry about. So these are the differences from what we showed you on Paul's car, and then what I'm sure everybody's seen on Damon's car. Damon's car is all mandrel bent. I'm gonna use a stainless as an example. These are all mandrel pieces, right? So we have this, you know, 45 degree, this 45, and what we did on Damon's car is essentially use pieces like this, but in titanium, and then we welded it and heat treated it to have that nice uniform look. And after a couple thousand miles of Damon beating the living piss out of it, it still has a very nice uniform look. So when Damon comes over later, I'll throw it in the video and show you guys how the titanium looks after running some times. This identical setup we did on a Ferrari 488 exhaust that has probably 7,000 to 8,000 miles on, and our friend took the exhaust off because he sold the car and the exhaust is still here. So I'm going to show you guys how titanium looks after many heat cycles and thousands of miles with pie cut, and then so you guys could see, you know, all the stages of the pre-welding, welding, heat treating, all that stuff. So when the time comes when you want to do a titanium exhaust system, whoever you deal with, if whatever motorsport industry you're in, you kind of have an understanding of what option to go down, and hopefully whoever you choose to do this stuff for you can provide it as well. So let me show you that.
She back to the bone. Wait, these niggas watching. I swear to God, they be my clothes. Switching my hoes like my flows. Switching my friends like my clothes. Keep on shooting that gun, no reload.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot box.
We're always messing around, as you could tell. Johnny can't go an hour without
Mexican food. Homemade Mexican.
Let me see.
Oh, just a little rice, chicken, beans.
Who made it?
My mom.
Dame cabrón. Say mom. So, this is a 48 titanium exhaust. As you can see, we did pie cut in the bends. We kept the straights. But look at this. I mean, it literally turned like a light blue after multiple heat cycles. Turbo cars are always gonna color up quicker because the exhaust temperatures are much higher than a naturally aspirated car. This guy, Curly, is a wild animal with this car, as you can see. So this is the outcome. There you go. It's a little dirty. We can clean it up and lacquer it in or make it look nice, but that's what you're gonna get after 7,000 miles. On his car, we did a dual slip tip. It's really cool. So instead of using a standard, just a tube, you know, as a tip, we actually made these tips, and it's a double wall. It's really cool. So we'll be doing these same tips, identical style, on the Performantes as well. So we're gonna get rid of the factory tips and build some fancy stuff like that, so you can see all the titanium, not just inside the bay, but outside the bay as well. All right, so Charlie, I think, has everything back on. Yeah. So this is the final step. All done. Now we can move on to the air to water system. So remember, we did the pipe cut, welded, and then heat treated. So this is it. This is the final thing. And the cool thing with all this is that it actually kind of keeps the color. Damon just pulled up, so we're gonna walk up to his car so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now you see all the options. You have mandrel bent, raw, mandrel bent, burnt, titanium, burnt, then welded, or then titanium welded, then burnt. It's 5 options when you mess with us. And not one's more than the other. We just leave it up to you. So now you know more about the options that we offer. Next week, we're gonna get all into the air to water setup and all the options with that, how we plumb things, all the hose ends, all the crimp stuff, how we pressure check everything, and then have a complete running Huracan sim. So the final example, we're gonna use Damon's car. So this has mandrel bent tubing, welded, and then heat treated. So if we look in here, we have 45-degree bends off the turbo, and there's no pie cut anywhere. So we welded it and then heat treated it. You see how it keeps his nice color to it? And Damon beats his car very, very, very hard and still maintains the nice polished titanium burnt look. So this is my personal favorite, is using bends with a polish and then burn. I don't like the pie cut stuff, it's too much. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we had to discuss. This video is much shorter, but it gets to the point. And now, you know, some more behind the scenes of everything that we do. So next week we will do intercoolers and plumbing for sure. So see you later.
Man, I think they're coming around the corner to pick up this.
Dave, they're for sure here to pick your car up.
Oh yeah, they're definitely coming for you, Dave. This thing is done, it's retired. It's going to the scrapyard where it belongs. Well, Dave, I don't know if this is good news or bad news, but I just got done discussing with the trash guy. He says he doesn't even want to take this thing. So there's no value, there's nothing worth it. They don't even want to use it, they're landmine.
He said it would lower the value of the dump truck. Sorry.